Manchester City. Domination at its finest. And I literally have my first note. All of the heads were rattled. I'd like to go, but you said that first. Hello, and a warm welcome to the latest episode of the Dub Sessions podcast, presented by me, James Double, aka LFC_J Dubs. We know it now, and my brother.
Have you tweeted recently?
I replied to one tweet.
Nine. And his brother, Ben Double, aka Dubs LFC.
I replied to someone saying this is the tweet, which I will tell you what the tweet was later in the podcast. So do not try and fool our plans to spoil the rest of the podcast already. Anyway, I want to start by asking you, did you know?
Did I know what?
We've conquered all of Europe. I hope we're never going to stop. We've done the death run.
Oh, I was waiting for you to carry on with the song.
I mean, I'll play with the words, but 9 wins, 1 draw, beating the champions of... Sorry, I've actually got it written down much better. We've been beaten Ancelotti's Real Madrid. We've beaten Guardiola's Manchester City. And we've beaten Xabi Alonso's invincible
They're all locked up in the penitentiary.
All locked up in the penitentiary without managing to score a goal against Liverpool.
It's mad, isn't it?
Absolutely stupid.
And Arsenal fans are still writing us off.
Yeah, it's mad. We've literally beaten all of the champions of Europe.
So what
other than PSG?
The point that I've seen and other people are making is that they're going on about they are going to win it and stuff. And I'm like, you're on the same point as Chelsea.
Chelsea are as entitled
Chelsea
to be in this.
Literally, and I don't see them obviously not bashing like they are, but that's because they're not in phase 6 of their and spent 700 million and
correct. And they should.
The real debate is: does Arteta leave if he doesn't win it? Do they get rid of him?
I was going to ask this last week or the week before. Of at what point
do they?
How long should you give the manager? Because I'm very much of the opinion you need to give the manager.
Oh yeah, time. 100% time, and it is hard in this era. And people,
because Arsenal would have won stuff the last.
Oh yeah, 100%. That's now makes Klopp's achievements.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? Because people are saying if Slot wins, it's a bigger. Obviously, he's beat Arteta's legacy just to rile him up a bit, which technically he has. But at the same time, they're like, oh, he didn't inherit a bad side, and I'm like, and compare it to Klopp then. If you're going to be nitpicky, compare it to Klopp, and Klopp had a far worse team than
within 4 years. He had won everything in Europe.
Yeah, it is
give or take the domestics.
So yeah, it's a hard one. The only issue for Arsenal I see is who do they get after?
Because that
is the thing
for me. And try and bait out the window. Arteta's done an amazing job from where he started.
Rebuilding, yeah, to get them to title challenges because
amazing.
Yeah, 100%.
Can he get them?
It's almost
the next level.
Yeah,
if Liverpool didn't turn up this year,
it's like Wenger. When Wenger was there, he got them top 4 every year. After they went through their period of winning and stuff, and then
I think they got
towards the end of his career, they got top 4 every single time. And as soon as they got rid of him, they fell out of it.
Yeah,
because that's as good as that team could have got. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, completely.
Well, rebuilding totally.
The people you're thinking probably could do a job there and take them to the next level. And it's not even that much of a bashing, really. But you're thinking of people like Xabi Alonso.
He's not going to go there.
Won't go there. Pep Guardiola might jump ship and jump
I don't think he'll go to Arsenal.
You got Maresca. Would he translate?
No, he won't go from Chelsea. And Chelsea are in
more money.
More money. He's already building something there.
Yeah. You think of the top managers, Arteta is one of them, and he's probably the next one.
Yeah. But they keep him, but
no, because he's also not delivering. 1 FA Cup in 6 years when your title challengers.
What I don't understand is that they've been calling for a striker for so long.
But
they've needed that, and then they went and spent the money on Havertz and said, yeah, he's good for their team and stuff, but
he's not a striker. He's a 10.
But you can't try and do what Liverpool did with Firmino because you don't have the goal scoring on both wins of 30 goals a season by Salah and Mane.
Yeah. And
you have Saka, but he doesn't score as many as Salah did, and the other wing isn't outputting like it does.
no, and I was going to say it should, because Martinelli went through a spell where he was looking like the next thing, and I would say form dropped off quite a lot. Saka could be it, but people double down on Saka because there's nothing to worry about on the other side. So, other than Odegaard coming in and sort of nullifying it, if Odegaard's not there, they only have to think about Saka, and then Havertz doesn't get any feeding, and the whole thing breaks.
They should go after Kebab. They should be the team to do it.
Kebab? I was like, Kebab? Grexit.
Not that would be a...
They won't go for it, will they?
They won't now because Gabriel's taking the piss out of it.
Gabriel's ruined that.
Sorry for everyone to swap. I was covering my mouth doing the Kebab celebration.
The Bane celebration. Kebab celebration. Can't believe you're saying it.
Everyone knows what I'm talking about. Gyro, Kiss, or whatever it is.
Yeah. Gabriel's burnt that boat now.
Yeah.
Which is insane.
I don't understand why you would do it.
I don't understand like the bait. What's the beef?
Where will they only be?
You're literally causing beef.
Literally.
Bro, Kebab didn't even know.
No.
He was like, I didn't realise he did a celebration. He was like,
you can use it if you want.
I think it was Lineker said. He said, I don't know why I nodded at that camera then, as if Lineker would be watching or listening to us. I'm sure he's one of the 1,000. Hi, Gary. Basically said along the lines of, if anyone ever did that to him, he'd feel quite happy that someone was thinking about them.
Yeah.
Like, it shows how big you are if someone's doing that. And he was playing, what, Coventry, was it? Like 2 years ago, I think?
Yeah, so he was actually part of Brighton.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, so he was at Brighton.
Shows.
Then he got put out on loan to Coventry, someone else. And then Brighton sold him to... I think so, but then he sold him to Lisbon and then,
Yeah.
Anyway, that was a detour.
That was a great detour. But yeah, so I'll tell you, you're getting sacked in the morning. We'll come on to that. It's a fun topic as well.
City players are fucking... Every single one of them is rattled.
Oh, it's so bad. Right, we're going to go on to it. So, summary of the pod. Obviously, we will be reviewing the City game and all of its fallout.
The entitled bunch.
Wow. The preview of Newcastle and the Blues, Everton, the game at the weekend. We'll preview both of those games. Then a rebranded form of another game that we have played once before. Umagiku is making a return, called the Maca. We had a brief little chat before. Could be called the Macarena if I can incorporate Rainer's number into it. But not there yet, so stay tuned. And then, of course, we'll round out with Moment of the Week. I don't think you have any trivia for us.
No.
So we'll do that. Happy?
Yep.
Cool. Manchester City. Domination at its finest. And I literally have my first note. All of the heads were rattled.
It was just... Yeah, every single City player is rattled. Every interview I've seen.
It's bad.
It's like Diaz's interview. So bad.
I'm going to spoil it. My moment of the week is Diaz's interview. Like, how can you be, one, that entitled?
It is literally, this is what I'm saying about being entitled, though. Just because you won doesn't mean you're the best anymore, mate.
Talking to an international football reporter, just talking to another footballing person, he's like, think about you talking to.
Yeah, literally.
It's just like,
who the fuck do you think you are, mate?
Down a peg. You're not Messi.
You're not even that good. No. Literally.
You've literally, the whole time you've been in the Prem, you've been tops, third best Premier League centre back. Like, tops. Yeah. Not even in discussions. So, calm down, sit down. The tweet we mentioned earlier, that have I tweeted, and I said this is the tweet. It was Virgil van Dijk had a higher XG than Haaland and had more attempts on goal, which is just kind of shows the absolute domination that we had.
Everyone that watched the game, obviously Pep holding up 6 fingers, and everyone was like, "Is that how many games you lost in a row? Is that like, oh, you're counting our Champions Leagues?"
Well, like, the amount of people I saw do the clock.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, no, perfect. But like the Pep one, I don't mind it as banter. I really don't mind it.
I think,
but I don't think it was banter.
I think,
and it's also not his style.
Problem with Pep is he wants to manage us. He wishes it was us, not the City he was at.
Even if it
I think that's what it is.
Even if it wasn't us, it's a club like ours.
Yeah,
where they actually care. I heard someone say, "Have City ever actually made a chant for Pep?" Whereas Arne Slot rings around Liverpool already. And
down to club.
And Pep, I don't know if you know, you won 6 league titles and they ain't got a song for you. Like, as far as I'm aware.
I think they do, but not like iconic.
Like, it's already not iconic.
Yeah.
Which is insane. It's just not backing your manager. And I think he liked the banter a bit.
Obviously,
it shows a bit of passion. Yeah. He has a bit of bite in him, doesn't he?
Obviously, it might be bullshit, but you see the rumours today that Pep's like unreachable at the moment? Like he spends a lot of his time in his office on his own, like obviously probably analysing things to try and turn it around. And he's ordered that Liverpool's full games be sent to his office every time we play.
What?
Yeah,
Why? To analyse us?
I'm guessing so.
We only play you one more time, mate. You ain't making a final, and you're not making.
It could be to tweak his tactics though.
That's what you do when you follow the champions.
No, it's
Or
what good.
champions.
It's what good managers do though.
Yeah, maybe
Try and learn the next step.
maybe not lock yourself away though. Maybe
No.
see your family.
Do damage.
We don't want any harm done. Like, make sure you look after yourself, Pep. But back to back to back score predictions correct for me. Thank you very much. It's not hard when I'm guessing 2-0 and we win 2-0 every week, but keep it up. Why? What if anything broke? Don't fix
You're
it.
going to keep going 6-1 at some point. It's going to stick.
Oh, I can't wait. I'm bothered. Do it for Everton. Do it for me. From the team, obviously you couldn't watch it. You were working.
Yeah, I managed to get away to watch bits of it. I listened to the whole second half on radio.
Yeah.
And then there's another guy that managed to get it on his phone at work, and then I was going over there and watching bits. So yeah.
Whereas I was out until
I did try and get it off, but to know about
I was out for the first half and I came home for the second half. So I missed what sounded like the more dominant half. And even having said that, we were still very, very dominant in the classic way that we've discussed quite a lot.
Do you know, people are noticing that as well.
I don't know.
People are now commentating, like, can we clip? I might have to go back and clip, like, what we said this.
With a timestamp.
Literally.
Daily timestamp. Yeah. People are starting to say, we don't care where they have the ball as long as.
Yeah, they're starting to say it. We've noticed it weeks ago, months ago.
Slot. My number is.
Yeah.
No, but joking aside, like, they had more pressure, whatever we're going to call this. There's a term going around, field tilt. I don't know what it means, but it feels right for what I'm trying to explain. They may have had more field tilt in the second half, but they didn't get the XG. We were happy to sit and counter.
I think the commentators
we were very controlled.
I was listening to said that they didn't create any chances, even though they seemed to threat.
So exactly. So Doku, like a couple of times skinned Trent, a couple of times didn't, and everyone loves to say how the attacker beats the defender, but never says about the defender defending the attacker. Like, they both have a job and sometimes both succeed. I think that's fair. Doku managed to beat his man every now and then, beat a few men to get to the 18-yard box.
Seemed dangerous, but it wasn't.
Have zero output, or no one to actually output it to. So either his lack of quality in the end, or there's no one actually there to help it.
This is the problem with Haaland, though. If he doesn't get it fed to his feet, he doesn't do anything.
And every time Haaland had it at his feet, you've got Verge literally stood there just blocking every single shot and just nullified him the whole entire game. I genuinely don't think there's a player in the whole entire team that doesn't deserve a 10 out of 10 rating. And
even Kwanzaa coming on that right back.
Yeah, that is quite obviously superlative, and there will be mistakes everyone made. Obviously, the Van Dijk there'll be things that everyone did that wasn't perfect, and no one should have a 10 out of 10. But we dominated Pep Guardiola's City. I know they're in a rough patch and they don't have Rodri, but they still have a 200-300 mil squad.
Yeah, so even if they lose games, they normally score.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, they don't get shut out.
They're just 0.7 next year or something. And the De Bruyne Kelleher save where Virgil tried to cross turn it and miss, that was 0.3 XG. So they had way less than that.
Yeah, what I've seen, there was a really bit, I don't know if it's a United or City fan or something, just saying, like, we were lucky and all this kind of stuff. And I'm just like, oh, mate.
It's literally the opposite of that. We were so in control. And also, the crowd did their part as well.
100%. We turned up. As we said at the start, they just didn't know what to expect from football.
It's a different
Whereas
way
now it's settled. They know how like they know we're good now. They know they trust in Slot straight away, and now we're loud.
And they're loud as well in the correct moments as well. Yeah. There'll be lulls, and people will be like, "Oh, look how quiet it is." The second they feel that the team needs them, the crowd instantly is like, "Right, LA, let's go next song." If the team's doing it themselves, they'll sing, but it's not like pumping sort of thing.
No.
But by the end of the match, it always is because we're always winning and enjoying our time. I was going to say what your vibes were from the radio. How was they in terms of normally they're bias away.
Oh yeah, still bites away.
Yeah.
Like, they got so excited when Doku went. Like, the excitement in any commentator for me when another team is attacking compared to us is so clear, and it darts my head in, but at the same time, I'm just like getting used to it.
Yeah.
It's so bad though.
I think it's the Haaland one where, have you seen the replays?
No.
Basically, a through ball through to Haaland. I don't know who made it. But it's going over the top, and it looks like it's just like a perfectly weighted pass that's going to drop right at his feet.
Oh, the Van Dijk thing.
And then Virgil just jumps out with a passes it to Joey Gino on the volley. But the excitement in the voice of the commentator is like, and Haaland's through. He's not even got the ball yet. Virgil stops it, and we go on the counter, sort of thing. It's just like they're excited for something to happen, and nothing's happening. The other thing I'll say is we figured them out straight away. Like the pressing, all of it I've seen after the fact is we knew their game plan and we could just do it whatever we wanted. It was like a tactical game of chess. Pep wasn't moving his pieces and Slot was just able to do whatever he wanted, sort of thing. And I just think it showed Slot's class as well, the way he prepared himself for the game.
100%.
And let's not forget, off the back of Real Madrid, like back-to-back games, going pretty well at the minute. It's
pretty well.
It's really good. Everything's happy. But yeah, I think it does sort of epitomise everything that Slott's been trying to do, to the point of this was probably the game where we had complete and utter domination, control, chances, goals. Should have been more, apparently, in the first half.
I can't wait to play Arsenal.
Anfield.
I honestly can't wait.
Do you think it'll be a completely different game?
I just want us to put them in our place.
I want to tactically just...
Because I think the difference will be, obviously, it's at Anfield for starters. And I think if we go and get the goal, then they can't do what they did.
Yeah.
And then we'll score more. I think it could be a big scoring game.
Yeah.
I don't think we necessarily keep a clean sheet against them because they've got the quality to score. But I can imagine it being like a 4-2, 5-2 to us kind of thing. Because they have to be attacking to get the goal back and they want it so bad, they just start being open. And I can imagine it being like that.
The other thing I'll say is Saka came up against Robbo at a time where Robbo was getting back into it. Robbo is now back into it. Do you see his pass?
Yeah.
Robbo is now fully back into it, and it would be interesting if he could do it like that.
I think obviously his pace still isn't there as much.
And the other thing I would say though is the way Arsenal beat a load of teams are either corners.
This is another thing that riles me up about the Saka debate and everyone banging on. Even one of the big accounts got it wrong. They were like, Saka's got the most GAs in the Premier. It's no, Salah does.
Yeah.
Stop. Whereas this fucking bias too, but most of these are just corners.
Yeah, which is fine.
It's fine, but stop comparing.
It's not playmaking.
It's not better than Salah, never will be.
But yeah, right. With it though, is a lot of the analysis around Odegaard returning is because him and Saka play off each other to allow the other person to create play, basically. So when one's free, the other's marked, and then vice versa.
Instead of Palmer and
double up with Saka. Exactly that. I think Slot handles that way easier than a severely injury-riddled Arsenal team. Yeah, there was a lot of Saki tone in that. They were playing with a couple of players not there, but it changed the way they played the game. If they're actually playing the way they're playing, I think Slot can figure it out.
100%. And also, if they had all their players fit, they wouldn't have got their first goal. They wouldn't have got their goal. Ben White's pass and the first goal, he wouldn't be sent back. They wouldn't have done that pass. This is what I mean. It's little things that
And come back to it as well is, I think it was Arsenal TV last week said about how the Sporting game was a more impressive win than 2-0 Real Madrid.
Yeah.
Can I remind who knocked out Arsenal in was it the semi of the Europa? Sporting Lisbon, Ruben Amorim. Going to play them tomorrow night.
Yeah, I know.
He already knows how to beat Arsenal easily as well.
Yeah.
Could be interesting. And, new manager bounce, beating Everton 4-0. There might be something in that.
I want them to win.
They might drop
I actually want United to win.
It's the first time we've ever supported United.
They're still going to be shit this year, so I want them to win. I think they're going to have performances that are good. New manager bounce at times, but then they're going to have performances that they fall apart because they're still not used to it, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I don't see them getting top six. Well, maybe six. I see they could get six if they turn it around, but hopefully it's 3 points away from Arsenal.
Back to City though. Virgil van Dijk solidified himself as the best centre back in Premier League history.
Well, they did that a long time ago.
Did that a long time ago, but people are now actually
People just
noticing, agreeing, and saying, "Yeah, fair."
People just love to deny it.
Talk about the goals quick as well. Did you see where Trent made his pass from? For the basically left holding centre defence mid / left back.
It was mental.
Pings it first time over to Salah. See, Salah's pass is like insane as well. One defender should be doing something with it, but like absolutely ludicrous that happened.
Yeah, I don't get how Walker can try and blame his centre back in that situation.
Did he?
Yeah, he was having a go.
Like Ake should have got to it, but he wasn't his. He wasn't.
No, he wasn't.
He wasn't the coach.
That wasn't Ake's fault.
No.
That was like if Ake touches that, it's in from him anyway.
It could, yeah.
It was Walker's responsibility to get to that back post.
Well, if that was Trent, he's blasted for it.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Yeah. Good that Gakpo finished it. It was one of the hardest goals he's ever going to score. And then the other one was obviously just excellent pressure again. Walker mistake. Tries the foul, doesn't get it. Diaz up 3-1, and then I forgot his name, whoever the keeper was. Oh, we haven't even discussed that. Why is he? Did you know why he benched it?
Well, because of mistakes against Lisbon, wasn't it? I'm guessing.
Was it?
I'm guessing.
Like,
there's no injury. Else he wouldn't be on the bench.
Mistakes, fine. They weren't like mistakes.
Confidence issue.
Yeah.
Just change so much. He's a dick as well. His comments about Liverpool as a city.
So what was his name? Ortega. So Ortega taking out Diaz. Like, what a stupid idiot.
Yeah.
Penalty. I will be honest, I was one of the ones that I didn't know if I could watch it just because Salah missing.
But this is the difference between being a world-class player and being just someone who steps up every so often. Did you know about Mbappe this week?
No.
Real Madrid got a penalty. Mbappe didn't take it.
Why? Because he missed.
Whereas this is the difference. Salah's like, I'm taking this again.
Okay. And he's got like a 83% conversion rate, so it's not like he's a bad penalty.
But this is what I mean. Like, why Mbappe scored again anyway?
I think
that doesn't matter. But the fact that just give it to Mbappe again. Make sure he scores.
Jorginho, Ivan Toney, Bruno Fernandes, of their 98% penalty record because of the way they take it, it's kind of ruined how you perceive penalties because it kind of feels like every single penalty should go in basically.
It's 80-20 in my eyes. 80% you should score, 20%
is exactly what
Salah saved or missed.
Yeah, exactly what Salah is. Yeah, well, we'll go on to Ortega's comments because completely agree and probably should actually
another tilted person
raised. Again, another tilted person and also a bit of subtext for the dressing room.
Yeah, 100%.
Because Ortega's not saying,
no,
I know this is, and when he's saying this, he's not talking about Anfield. He's talking about Liverpool. He's talking about City. Did you see footage?
What? Yeah.
Statman footage. I loved it. Yeah, basically you're saying that, but you can't bother. Worst grammar at City, essentially, or
Yeah.
What footing do you have to speak right now? What authority do you have to say those words? Disgusting that you would even bring it in, to be honest. Because the other thing I think as well is you think away from football.
I don't know where it would come from,
but if you think away from football,
Bernardo Silva,
you see a little kick on Salah.
Yeah, and Salah kicking up. But look, Salah's the calmest person on the pitch always, unless it's Bernardo Silva. Which is 100% of the Liverpool fan base as well.
The whole, 1,000%.
We all hate him. He's a little dirty rat, entitled. Didn't clap us.
When I saw him doing that and him laughing, all I wanted was Virgil's, against Argentina in the World Cup, where he
just chucked whoever it was. Yeah.
Just completely bullies him. I was like, please, where's Virgil? Where's Virgil? Where's the flash of red? Yeah.
Did you in that clip as well? Grealish goes to start talking to Salah, but Shopper's obviously moved him right way, and then just Grealish gives up. I'm like, why are you trying to talk to Salah? Just calm down, mate. Just in general, they're just a bunch of whiny little bitches when things don't go down.
Okay, we'll go on to that again because you've mentioned it. I agree, and I am a firm believer of a single player can disrupt the whole entire season. Rodri not being there can be it.
Yeah, 100%.
They should still be threatening going forward.
Yeah.
Especially when they bring on.
Well, they are.
Savinho,
they scored 3 against Sporting.
Especially when they bring on Savinho, Doku.
Well, they're against
De Bruyne,
the best team in the world.
They are against the best team in the world, but You bring on 200 million player and don't even make a dent.
Best team in the world.
The youngest one of
Real
them is the
Madrid
one
didn't
that
score.
does make a dent.
Finally, Payson didn't score. German champions.
Fair? Yeah,
Spanish champions.
But they all look like
English
scoring.
champions.
They all look like
None
scoring.
of them scored.
All looked like scoring there until the English champions rocked up. If you have one, who was your player of the match?
I can. There you are. Slot.
I'll take it. I'm going to go Virgil Flowers. He's set the tone for being the greatest centre back, and people expect it now. And it was just a masterclass. He could have got a goal.
I'm going to give it Shot actually.
Also,
just to give him his
flowers. Yeah.
People actually
recognise his ability.
But like, some people on Twitter, like, they slate him, tell him he's not good enough, get rid of him, and they'll praise him and say, "Oh yeah, let's keep this up." The quality is there.
It's not changed.
Right, the quality is there, so you can't tell someone to get out of the club, don't believe in him, and then support him when he's doing well, and then as soon as he has a bad game in like a month's time or something, want him out of the club again. It doesn't work like that. He's got the quality, he just needs the consistency.
Yeah, well, I don't even say that because
he's
got the consistency in the job he's doing. He just
in the press and the dirty work, it was just the output on the attack.
Fine. Before we move on, I just want to make that one comment back to the Pep losing his head. And the comments after being like he didn't expect it from Anfield. Almost out of a sign of respect and all that stuff.
Yeah.
It's funny how he would never say the same about his own fans because they all did it to Klopp and he didn't say a thing.
Yeah.
Like, either that means he expects his fans not to be respectful and not to be appreciative of greatness because he knows that they can't see it.
But it comes down to the City Pool thing, doesn't it? Everyone says about it. It's like when we're not against each other, we act like we're best friends because we dominate. It's just us two teams, and no one, like, we don't care about anyone else, kind of thing. Twitter goes on about it all the time.
Pep, you never lost 6 in a row, mate. It's going to happen. And it was a ban. It was completely ban. It was a joke.
It was a joke. Like, it's football
not
chat.
A single
chat. Like,
not a single person actually thinks Pep can.
I respect Pep. I respect some of their players, but I will never respect their football club until they're proven innocent. Which even if they are, they're bought that. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I won't respect them for cheating and overspending like they have to create the dominating side.
Yeah,
they've taken 4 or 5 prems off of Jurgen, basically. If you put it that way, like,
I thought it was really interesting the way he spoke, and also I still think his comments came from admiration for Liverpool.
Oh, this is what I'm saying. He wishes his crowd was like ours.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Moving on to the Newcastle preview, which is tomorrow. I think some games might be kicking off right now for tonight. Ipswich.
Leicester's first game.
Leicester.
That's hilarious as well. How Rude beat Leicester for United. Got Steve Cooper sacked and now he's got a job.
Oh, I didn't know that. Hilarious. And then did he lose like 4-1?
Something like that.
First game, yeah. So we'll preview the Newcastle game.
Oh no, this is his first game.
No, he played on the week. He lost 4-1.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh. This fixture last year was probably the best fixture of the season.
Oh, Nunes.
Darwin Nunes, come on. Just complete game changer. Without jinxing it, I feel like Newcastle have been in better form in previous years.
This is a harder game than City at home.
Do you think?
At the moment.
I think Newcastle have been better form than they are now. They've had a lot more bite in previous years. I don't.
But like I feel like Newcastle's like a Crystal Palace, where like at home and like they've got a good crowd at home. It's a good atmosphere.
Oh, do you know what I mean? St. James's Park.
That's what I mean. Like
one of the hardest away games of the season. 1,000%.
That's what I'm saying. Like in terms of like, it's in a stadium where we could slip up in.
Well, if we were to analyse Arsenal City's fixtures, it's a fixture you point out, you'd be like, they could lose points.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's the same. But I still want to stand by.
Isaac still.
We beat them last year.
Wherever he plays.
I thought he's self-declared fit now. He came out and got unfit and playing.
He said that, but then the manager said today that he wasn't in training still.
No, it's definitely just Arteta. It's like 9 games in it.
Arteta?
Yeah. I know it's Eddie Howe, but Arteta type 9 games.
Oh, yeah.
He's not training.
So Eddie Howe said he's not in training, and it was just a knock to his back or his hip.
Contact.
His hip.
Yeah.
Which is dangerous to carry on playing if he's not 100% because all it takes is Verge to go into that hit and there's more damage. I'm not saying he's going to do it, but like it happens in
will do
football.
it.
Oh, yeah.
They've just been hot and cold, and it'll be typical they play hot against us. But I also don't see us making the mistakes we made last year, which made it a hard game for us to win, but we still won. I think.
Well, the fact that we went down to fucking 10 men.
Virgil doesn't get sent off. Trent has a cooler head this year.
Could do. Don't know who's refereeing.
It's true, actually. I haven't actually checked. We'll move on to their threats other than the referees being on the side.
Isaac and Gordon.
Yeah, so I've got Isaac and Gordon down here. Trent and Gomez, I reckon, will be on that right side.
Yeah.
We didn't even mention that. Rewind to the City game, but in preparation for this game. Joey G coming in, slotting in as if it's 2019 and not even batting an eyelid.
I wanted him more game time.
Also making Trent
best squad player in history.
Like, genuinely, probably best starter in history.
He's just fucking unreal.
Like, yeah, love Joey G. Need to get a goal before the end of the season. That'd be appreciated. But it will be an interesting challenge for both of them because I think Isaac will lean on Gomez over Virgil. And Gordon will link up down that side and had joy last year against Trent for a good part of the game. It'll be an interesting battle. Scouts v Scouts. Do you see it being an issue for Trent? Oh, he's obviously changed his defensive game this year, but
do you sit double pivot more? Just move grab over to the right more instead of staying single pivot?
Potentially. You drop back in, dominate mid and offer the support essentially.
Yeah.
Don't see why not.
Then you just have force, right?
I think that's the thing is we're sat here sort of contemplating. Slot will have an answer.
Oh, Slot already knows. No, obviously.
Yeah,
he faced them off.
But he has to. But he will though. Like, I know he has to, but people will always have to, and they don't always have an answer. He will have an answer.
He is just a tactical genius.
Yeah, exactly.
He's impressed me every game.
He is a conductor on the sidelines.
Like just how he just freely speaks about his tactics as well, because he knows it's not going to be exactly the same in the next game, so he doesn't care.
Yeah. No, completely. And like you see it in games now. I've noticed a lot more is like the one thing I want to ask a professional football. One question I want to ask a professional football player, if ever I get to speak to one, is do they actually understand what half of this stuff means? So with Slot, it's words, it's pointing.
I'm surprised like
instruction.
Managers don't come up with like say plan A to D, on depending on what tactics they know the other, and then straight away as soon as Slot sees the tactic, he goes plan whatever. Yeah,
not seeing it.
Well, plan whatever, and then everyone knows what plan to play for.
Yeah, thousands.
But no,
I think he can change it.
Could happen, I suppose. Probably does. I don't know. Yeah,
he does it to an extent because we already know that. With Trent, he said
we do change.
If they do this, you do that.
Yeah.
So he does that already. Maybe just doesn't actually hold up a sign saying we're doing plan A.
Maybe he leaves it onto the players onto the pitch
to be dynamic and change. Yeah, completely. And yeah, I think we might see a double pivot more.
I think
at least for nullifying St James's Park's first half now. Yeah. This will be a boring first half, 0-0. We'll win the second half 2-0.
Well, I can imagine us getting a 1-0 counter-attack in the first half.
Could be. That's the way
I think that's what will happen.
Especially if we're downhill. Because St James's Park is the sloped pitch, which I would love to see one day, just for the sake of seeing it. Crazy. They play a 4-3-3. Bruno, Joe Linton, and Tonali in midfield.
Yeah, so it's midfield.
Decent, high energy, high aggression,
and everyone's fit.
Technical ability. Third or fourth best?
I'd say third. Yeah, I don't see Arsenal's third player. So you've got
Partey.
Yeah, so Rice and Odegaard. If they got rid of Partey,
if they traded Partey for a
Joe Linton,
yeah, fine.
But I think that's a solid midfield three.
Yeah, and if Arsenal fans I'd get outright, I wouldn't sit on the high horse and say they're definitely third, but
no,
they're in that competition.
Yeah,
so they could dominate that midfield, which is why I think Slot handles that with a double pivot, sit in slightly,
just put Shogo in front of them and run back,
and he will do the run. And I think they're a team that you can get.
I think I'd rather
skin up as well.
Shogo start just to do that job.
Well, we'll go on to
and then bring Curtis on.
So line up. What's yours?
Well, there's not much to choose from, is there?
So, I'll start actually with their fullbacks. Their fullbacks are Hall and Livramento, both AC attacking wingers. I don't see us using Diaz because
we played
at least Diaz in his left wing.
We played him 2 games in a row now.
Have we? So he was due a rest.
I don't see that per Nunes.
Yeah, so that's exactly what I've got written down because Gakpo will hold
Which
up
makes
the ball
sense
and beat Livramento in a
because
different way.
Everton put Diaz up top again.
Agreed. That's what we'll get onto in a minute. Basically what I've said, but I've also said usual suspects plus Shobo instead of.
Well, Shobo started last game, didn't he? But
he played the whole game.
Yeah, I think he should still start, but maybe get taken off in the 60th this time.
And I don't think he plays that.
Just so Jones creates more in that last half hour.
Agree. I completely agree. And Jones will bring. So it'll be that balance of press, energy,
run him down.
Jones comes on, control, pace,
retain the ball,
rotate, all that stuff. Last 5 league games against Newcastle.
1-3, drawn 1, lost 1.
5 wins. Like, this has been a very fruitful, but every single game's hard. It's never been like Carvalho last minute, Nunes last minute, Pope got sent off that time and they still had 10 minutes and still looked strong. What's your score prediction?
3-1.
3-1? I've gone 2-1. I think they do get a goal.
I think they could.
I think they get a
goal. Does Ali or Keller
start? Ali's not starting until the end of December. So I said that. He said, we'll leave Kelleher in there and we'll build Ali back up rather than rushing. There's no point in rushing him.
No,
if Ali gets injured within 2 games, I'll be mad.
Yeah,
I'd rather him survive the rest of the season. Go on then. We'll move on to Everton. We don't need to dwell on that too much.
I'll go across the aisle.
Don't know. Spoke about Everton so defensive. Regardless of their form at the minute, because it is really bad.
Another game that just goes out.
Derby throws the book out the window, doesn't it?
In some sense.
The Everton will try 10 million% harder against us. The only thing that goes in our favour is they play Wolves, which is a 6-point game for them at relegation battle before us. And Wolves run a lot. So they might be legged and dead come Saturday.
It's 12:30, is it?
Is it?
Are they playing tonight?
No, not tonight. It's only 2 games tonight. So it's tomorrow.
I do.
Yeah. I would say form goes out the window. And they beat us last year, remember? In April. They managed to beat us at Goodison Park. This is the last game at Goodison Park as well. So, the last derby game at Goodison Park.
They're home again, though. So they don't have to travel.
But still, this is the last game at Goodison Park.
Yeah.
Last derby game at Goodison Park. A lot more motivation. The one thing I want to throw in there is I don't think that affects Slot. You think about United.
I don't think he cares about stadiums. I literally don't.
I don't think he cares about moments, though. Like United, that had all the hype, and he just 3-0, cruise, will win, fine, get out.
I like the celebrations are starting to slowly come up.
He's got character. He's definitely got character, and I'm liking that he didn't come in. It was like, can't believe he didn't pump the crowd and all that stuff. But he's doing it in his own way now, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, I expect Slot to. But to be fair, without jinxing it entirely, I really expect us to sweep this with ease.
Oh yeah.
I don't think the Everton of past can come out against this Slot.
No, I see them, as you said, coming out
being aggressive,
and
that's just playing.
As soon as we get a goal, their heads will go, and then it's gone.
I genuinely think it will go, and I think we can.
And the crowd will go. The stadium went.
Their team hasn't changed since last year, as far as I'm aware. Or they might have brought in one player, but nothing.
Is Brentwaite injured, or is he playing?
He's playing.
We did Jack Hall against United, so.
Was that?
United score that many, then.
Yeah, this is literally it. I just see Slot being like, okay, I know how to beat this team. I'll do it again. And I don't see it being an issue. Their biggest threat is McNeil, who, to be fair to him, can be really good today. He's got a good shot.
That's what I mean. He just get a goal from long range.
He can play well.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
And the other one's Decore of just almost in a Shobo effect. He's a runner. He's a doer. He'll keep trying. But I don't know if they have the strength.
I'm glad Onana's got hated them.
Yeah, agreed. They're fullbacks.
They're still Ashley Young.
Ashley Young at right back. Fun fact I've just learned.
I know what you're going to say.
Peterborough?
Yeah.
Yeah, going to go up against his son in Peterborough in the FA Cup draw, which is absolutely hilarious.
Did you see the reaction of the...
Accrington Stanley?
Yeah, so...
Exactly.
Did you see the comments on that post on Instagram?
No.
Everyone was saying Accrington Stanley, who are they? As in the joke everyone makes. And people were like, well, that's really disrespectful.
Oh, come on now.
I don't get the joke because they're so young.
We're in that generation.
Literally.
That's not good.
But yeah.
Hilarious. Well, we'll go straight on to league game wins last 6. You tried to guess Newcastle. Would you like to guess our run with Everton?
5 wins, 1 draw.
4 wins, 1 draw, 1 loss. But damn it! We lost at the end of last season. But we're a very different Liverpool side now, even to the end of last season.
Yeah, 100%.
Motivation,
Control.
play,
Control.
all of it. Speaking of Ashley Young, starting with the lineup, I think we play Diaz.
Diaz will ruin him.
He'll get a red card.
1,000%.
Like, you can bank on it. He will get a red
I'll
card.
put a bet on.
Yeah, exactly. And then I think this is where we bring Jones back in.
Yeah.
Means
Have we got the game next week?
if you need to rely on any Merseyside, if you need to rely on any Merseyside passion,
throw back to
those in there.
Sure.
Exactly. Shogo will be dead by that point because
does Kwanzaa play
back to back. No. Joey.
And Joey's playing Newcastle. Do you want Joey to play against Girona?
Joey will play every single game for the rest of the season. Joey will do the reverse, or actually, was it the right way around? Basically, in the year we won it, Matip got injured. Joey took over for the rest of the season and was the best centre-back pairing with Reginald.
And then Joey got injured and he came back.
And then Matip came back and was that best. So I think Joey's the rest of the season.
I don't think he's resting.
He's going to hold Eagle out.
No, he's not.
We'll see. I heard it first. I was saying ages ago what we were saying ages ago.
I rate Joey, but Knights is the second best centre back in the world.
Yeah. Fine.
And Joey's just unfortunately the third.
Fine. Nunes. Okay. If you're playing Diaz at left wing, you've got to play Nunes on the middle. Gakpo is a left wing now.
Yeah. You rest.
And I think their big brutes are there. You got Tarkowski and Brian Floyd. Having Nunes as a chaos match in between them is going to be good.
Well, someone's getting sent off this game.
And then Nunes gets subbed.
I might bet on 2 red cards.
I mean, if they get rolled up, it might actually happen. Do you agree with that lineup?
Yeah.
No changes? We're not going to throw Quanta on that right back.
You could throw Joey at left back though. This is the other thing to rest Robbo at some point because he shouldn't be playing 90 minutes.
You'll see how he plays this week. I think you'll see how he gets on.
Yeah.
If it's 60 minutes easy, he might even come on then, sort of thing.
Who?
Joey.
He'll be starting.
Correct. Quanta for Robbo. Robbo goes.
Yeah. Well, then who's coming on a right back to rest Trent?
Trent won't rest. He's
done now. He's had his fitness.
He's back.
No, we're so good. Another injury. We're fucked. Yeah, so fucked.
We're going to win that 5-0 back. Go on then. Prediction for the score of Everton.
6-0.
6-0. Wait, you said 6-1 earlier.
Yeah, I'm going 6-0.
Oh, again,
they hit score.
Yeah, and I'm saying 4-0. It's going to be a big game. We're going to absolutely. I genuinely have never been so confident about
I can't wait.
Derby.
I can't wait.
Massive touch.
And this is away, and we're so confident.
I love the away jokes about Merseyside. Like, it's round the corner. The away effect is minimal.
No, what?
Do you think?
The away effect is mainly the stadium. Like, that is it.
Do you not think it's all the travelling or the sleeping?
It has a part to it, but
places you're not used to.
No, I think the main bit is
disrupting training and all that stuff.
No, stadium is the main bit.
Well, you can quickly quieten them down with the way you play. So.
Well, yeah.
Be alright. Unless if they just go for it, which they definitely normally.
So you think that everyone that comes to Anfield is not Anfield, it's the fact that they travel to Anfield?
Well, when Everton come.
Anyone.
No, because
this is what I'm
saying.
It's
different.
No, this is what I'm saying. You're saying there's an impact on them travelling, so you're saying it's the impact of travelling, not actually Anfield.
Well, I think it's all of it.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
Fine. Yeah, fine, it is all of it. You've removed Hampton. Whatever. But yeah, you're right. And also the whole prep beforehand, like I'm pretty sure it's Everton where they've got really dingy.
Yeah, this is what like changing rooms,
stuff like that stuff. Yeah. Cool. Happy to move on. Moment of the week. Oh wait, no, not moment of the week.
He nearly forgot his game.
The Macarena. Are you ready for this? So just a reminder of what used to be called a Magica, but is now the Macarena. Top tens. Number 10, because they are the number 10 for Liverpool.
I have 25 seconds to answer it for rain.
I love that shout. And I might actually do that for this one.
Wait, top 10 of what? I'm confused now.
Yeah. I'm not going to tell you straight away because I'm actually going to start thinking before the 25 seconds start. We'll see if you can actually do this in 25 seconds because then it's.
I don't think I'm going to.
This is called the Maca. If you complete it in 25 seconds, you get the Macarena.
Well, you dancing.
That's excellent. Right, we're going to go.
You dancing?
No, I might. Top 10. I'll give you top 10 goal scorers for Liverpool since 2010.
Since 2010?
Go.
Suarez, Salah, Mane, Firmino, Coutinho. 2010.
Yes.
Oh.
And if my stats are wrong, make sure you
Gerrard?
Interject me or tell me I'm wrong. Very much your fault.
Sturridge. Sterling.
Sterling is incorrect.
Damn.
Your 25 seconds are up, so you're not getting the Macarena.
No, sorry.
But you can.
How many have I got?
You've got 7.
Trying to think.
Yeah. So
Diaz.
No.
Do I get
You've done the obvious ones. I can give you lives. You get 5 more lives. Origi is one. Decent whack of goals. One old, one current.
Sterling, Suarez from that era. Trying to think of other. There's Gerrard. Well, yeah.
I'd call the older one a club legend.
A club legend?
Since 2010, yeah. Maybe he was around just before 2010 and after. I definitely call him a club, but I love him.
No.
No. I'm probably giving you way too much hype for that sort of stuff, but early 2010s as well.
Trying to think. I can.
So, would you like a clue for that one?
Yeah.
He's been an answer to one of your Who Am I's. If you like it is that count. If you like Who Am I, it's a game that Ben plays on his Twitter. Make sure you follow him. LFC.
I need to get back and start doing that.
I appreciate that all 1,000 of you have come from his Twitter anyway, but we move. Last one. Current squad. He literally has goal in his name.
He has goal in his name?
Or his nickname.
Diogo.
Or Diogo. Hey, it wasn't that bad. It only took you a minute and
Oh, shut up.
5 seconds. You do not get the Macarena. But well done. You actually got there in the end. A couple of hints. But
is that the only one you got?
Yeah.
Is that only one?
Yeah.
Oh, I was excited for the next one.
Well, you better stay tuned. Subscribe, leave a like, rate, follow, share with your friends. What do you mean?
That was only a minute of trivia, technically.
Well, if you took longer, it would have been longer. That could have been 5 minutes for all I knew. That was your fault. You want to go again? I can. How many times does the word Macarena get sung in the song Macarena?
I'm going to give 67.
Okay, I'm now asking ChatGPT. Other AIs are available. And how many times does the Macarena get sung in the song? In the song Macarena by Lost Down Rio, the word Macarena is 47.
Oh!
Did you say 67?
Yeah, that's not a bad guess.
You're in there. Yeah, the exact amount may vary depending on the version. There you go. Yeah. We'll run off with moment of the week then. We did not ask your faces because we are the professional people who continue to be and live up to our name and all that stuff. You want to go first? I've already kind of spoiled one of mine of being that Diaz post-match interview. Head rattled, completely gone. Can't believe it.
Salah's interview. He was biting back at Karen, him and Verge.
Oh, that was funny. Probably wouldn't even give it to me anyway. Yeah, fair. I don't mind it. I think Karen took it a while as well. I don't think he took it.
But as we said, it just shows the dressing room talking about it.
It's true.
Because Verge brought out, not Salah.
Yeah, that's true, actually. It's very true.
And Kara's opinions, because Robbo said it before as well, I think, didn't he, on an interview last week with Madrid? Did he say something?
I don't know.
I think he had a bit of banter with Kara about something.
Oh, wait, yeah, he did, because Kara asked who's the favourite, and he's like, I had a picture of Thierry on the wheel on my wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, now I do remember that. Salah pass, just because I just don't think it should be a pass. The Trent pass leading up to it, also.
Oh, that was just out of nowhere. That is one of the best passes.
It's so good.
Beautiful.
I could literally name every single player Kelleher got cold, froze stiff, and still managed to pull out a one-on-one save.
Yeah.
But I'm going to end with just heads are rattled.
Heads are rattled.
Includes
every fan base.
All the fan base. It's very joyous.
Madrid, Arsenal, and City are melting down.
It's hilarious. Oh,
United are just hate watching. They aren't. I don't think they've got a head loss because they aren't in competition with us. They're just rivals, so they always just.
Yeah.
But they're not rattled about it.
No, absolutely not.
Whereas Arsenal, City, and Madrid, they've all been rattled this week.
100%. Come on, United. United.
No, there's no chance. Yeah.
Okay. That's fair. Happy to move on? Happy you done? Done. Thank you again for listening to this latest episode of the Dub Session podcast. Don't know why he's doing that. Let's hope Liverpool continue to conquer all of Europe. We ain't never going to stop. Do you know the Champions League final is this year?
I'm guessing it's your birthday weekend again. It's always around then, isn't it?
It's changed quite a lot.
Is this one in Dublin? No, that was last year's, wasn't it? That was Europa final last year.
Yeah, it was the Europa last year because everyone was like, we're going to be there. And then, who's hosting Champions League final 2025? Bayern Munich, Allianz Arena. So Germany final. Have we done it in Munich yet? Is it one of them?
Done it in Rome.
Paris, Turkey, Rome. What's the fifth? What's the sixth?
I don't know if we have.
We should know that.
Madrid.
Oh, so there's another one. Tell us if we've missed the obvious one, but I don't think it's Munich. We'll see. Or you can just cut this. Yeah, it's really embarrassing. Leave a 5-star review, like, rate, and subscribe. Make sure you share the pod with all of your fellow Liverpool friends or fans who may enjoy it, or United fans if you want to rub it in your face every time we win and come on and celebrate. Follow us across all socials. I've been James.
I've been Ben.
And you've been listening to the Dub Sessions podcast. You'll never walk alone. See you directly.
See you directly.